Hey everybody, here we go. Second post of January. Been doing this for about 3 years now. I think we're coming close to 4. I can't even tell you how long. My Violent Gentleman glasses made its way back. I got my Cayman Jack. I need to put it on ice today. The Cuban Mojito, which I've never had before. Very good. I find these Cayman Jacks, wow, a little kick to that one. Wow, it's a little shocking on that. We'll do a little housekeeping first. You know, now that the weather is changing, cold, hot, cold, it's cold. So we put a couple of extra jackets in the front closet as you walk out. And it's a full closet. It's a full closet. Now, I'm having a hard time closing it, and I got yelled at the other day because I'm doing something wrong. Apparently, my jackets and the squirrel's jackets are stopping the closet from closing. My wife has 25 jackets in that closet. Between me and the 2 squirrels, we have 6. But it is our 6 that is halting the closure of that closet. I can't figure it out, but once again, I'm not that bright. You can ask my wife. All I know is 25 is a greater number than 6, unless we're talking about the new Joe Biden math. And nobody knows because Joe doesn't know 25 and 6. That's what we're talking about, starting off right there. The lunacy of being married. Sometimes you're on the shit list for no reason you don't know. Sometimes you're on the good list for no reason you don't know. I'm just trying to get by day to day. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? I talk about this every week. You know, I was wondering about this dry January. I just thought it was less precipitation. Little did I know dry January meant not drinking alcohol. I want to know what fool thought of this. It certainly wasn't an Irish guy, and it certainly wasn't me. Here we go. Dry. You don't do a dry January? Some alcoholic who's in AA, one of his steps, step 14, let's designate a month as dry month. Try a different month, I'll tell you that. The 13th month of the year, it could be the dry month. Now, I don't know. I think we can all agree on this. George Santos. George Santos is a human trash bag. What kind of man says his grandparents, I don't know, they survived the Holocaust, they were in the Holocaust, they escaped to Brazil, who knows? Then he says his mother died in 9/11, guy didn't go to Baruch College. I mean, everything was fraudulent. How did they find this out? But the one thing he's getting blamed for is being a white supremacist. Last time I checked, the adjective was white over supremacist. The man's a person of color. He's definitely not a white supremacist. George Santos. Just look at him. He's not a white guy. So, I mean, the narrative from the Democrats apparently now is the white supremacist because he gave the okay sign, but they're changing that to be a right extremist group. Who the hell knows what's going to push these narratives? It's clown land. But I'll tell you what. He's a liar and a clown. Fits in with the other liars and clowns that we have working for us. Or actually working in our name for themselves. That's just how it goes. Let's call it what it is. You know, it never stops with these liberals. We had a liberal being interviewed about police. And there was a policeman shot, and nobody wants the police shot. I guess you're a liberal. Then apparently it's the risk they take when they sign up for the job. Getting shot is the risk they take. You know what I never hear? I never hear about the risk the criminals are taking when they get shot, because being a criminal and committing a crime carries a bigger risk. I'm just saying, that's something we don't talk about. Only works one way, the liberal way. Just saying, again, don't understand any of it, but that's what it is. And then, we can't escape Prince Harry. Prince Harry's book is coming out. You know, Prince Harry was bullied by his older sibling. Can you imagine anyone bullied by their older siblings? I got quite a few siblings. I may have been a little bit of a bully. I love them to death, at least most of them. But I'll tell you what, there's a bully. I mean, this is not a big memoir if that was a bully. But one of the big things in the memoir is that he shot and killed 25 Taliban. First of all, do you really think the Prince of England got anywhere near the Taliban? Anywhere near the Taliban? He probably shot those Taliban as Hillary was ducking gunshots as she got out of the helicopter. That's all I'm saying. Who only knows? Who only knows? It really is crazy. Hillary Clinton is now a professor at Columbia. Loser 101. I mean, really. How to kill your political enemies 101, losing 101, watching your husband deny sexual escapades on primetime TV 101. I mean, what is she teaching? What is she teaching? Really, come on. What are we doing here, Columbia? What are we doing? You can get me. I'll probably be half the price, more to fun, and probably a better teacher. This I can tell you. If I look at your bio after you insult me, which is fine, don't mind being insulted. If I look at your bio and I see that you're wearing a mask and you have the Ukrainian flag, I'm going to think two things. I'm going to think either you're a mental patient and belong in an asylum, or you're a Democrat liberal. I'm just saying, that's how it goes. But either way, no, you're not that bright. Just, you're in that other half that needs a little help. Liberalism is a mental disorder, according to Michael Savage, and I think I agree with him. I don't know what's going on with the world, but they're still going crazy. As I said, we're trying to flatline out this year and everybody get back to where we belong. Not flatline dead. We saved that for the Deadpool, which there's no winner. Somebody told me it was pretty morbid, the Deadpool. And you know it is. You get up every morning to find if your person died, but it's still going. It's the, what, I don't know, 10th of the month, 9th of the month, 8th of the month? I don't know what day it is. Don't even know what day it is. Just having another drink. The illegal immigrants are not happy right now. You sneak over the border. These people sneaking over the border illegal are not happy. They're not happy. They're pissed. They were shocked that the USA is now limiting the amount of people that can come in and cracking down on the laws for illegal immigration. That if you're coming in illegally, cracking down on laws and going to force them here. Really, can you imagine that? They are upset and confused over this. What a kick in the dick. Get out of here. Come in legally. Everything will work out much better for you. I think that if you come into this country illegally, I don't care what you're doing, you should lose the opportunity ever to come here legally. I don't know. It's just my idea. Once again, not that smart. Ask my wife. I say it all the time. M&Ms. M&Ms think they're pretty smart. Last week I was talking about Sesame Street, and Sesame Street talking about racial diversity, adding 2 black Muppets. But M&Ms have created a 4-women pack of M&Ms with the purple, the brown, and the green. Apparently, they're the lesbian M&Ms. Women's power. Can you imagine this? Now I'm eating lesbians. Just saying that's how it is. I like those colors. Well, I don't recall the purple very often. She must be deep in the lesbian pool. Now, more insanity. Victoria's Secret. The CEO of Victoria's Secret stepped down because she was hired 8 months ago and created this new program of body image. Bigger body image. She had these obese women, saying these obese women were healthy, parading around in tiny little, I don't know, supposed to be sexy, negligee, underwear, bras. It doesn't work. Obesity and sexy normally don't go together for the general population. So she stepped down. Why? Record losses. She could have just called me on this one. I would have told her that was a fail, as could have everyone who's watching this show. My little podcast. I don't know what you want to call it. My ranting, my insanity, a drink once a week with Angry Mac, whatever you want to call it. Now, not that I'm going to leave Angry Joe out, because he was angry this week. Maybe he's a little angry because as the great Irish Catholic he is, the Vatican said, hey, Joe, we don't want you coming to the Pope's funeral. Joe, man, what are you doing? But he did say, and got every angry, the actions of July 6th will have repercussions around the world. What the hell happened July 6th? I don't know, to you? If you know what happened July 6th, leave a comment, not really sure. And while you're down there, subscribe, leave a comment anyway, thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care, whatever you do. Help me with the algorithm, man. But that doesn't help Joe. Joe also decided that he was going to speak a little bit more. And this is what he said. Some more Joe soup. Some soup, because nobody knows what Joe is talking about. And this is what he said. I'll paraphrase. The phrase of my old neighborhood. The rest of the countries, the world, is not a patch in our genes if we do not want to do what we need to do. What? A patch in your jeans? Your neighborhood was talking about the world being a patch in your jeans? Joe, you got me. You don't remember your neighborhood, but you've got more experiences in bullshit than any other president out there. Every other week. Your handlers aren't doing a great job. Your stories, They're not even anti-coherent anymore. I would say that they're not coherent, but they're so beyond coherent. You're a mess, Joe. You need to get down there, but Kamala's no better. We're still waiting to see what she does good because apparently it's nothing, but she needs to be touted for it. Then we had Nancy. Nancy is no longer Speaker of the House. So what do we think? Did she go on a giant bender or to go to rehab? I'm going to vote bender because I saw the Tito stocks are through the roof. Go, Nancy, go. Maybe you go back hammering your husband. I'm not just saying. Now, anyone else notice nowadays we're paying for a lot of things with an iPad? So whenever I see the iPad come out for me to press the stuff on, I know there's going to be some ridiculous thing I have to tip for. Things I've never tipped for before. So the iPad is just bringing in more extra tip money. If you do a nice job, I'm going to tip you. If you leave a tip cup, I'm going to tip you. I'm not pressing that button for tip if I'm going to pick up a cup of coffee at Starbucks. You got to be kidding me. What am I tipping you for? Nothing. Leave a tip cup out there, you get the change. I'm not tipping you on an iPad, man. Now this last one, Angry Mac. This one, Angry Mac advice kind of gets me a little bit. I really don't understand where this woman's coming from, but she's a woman and I don't understand them anyway. Again, just ask my wife. Dear Angry Mac, so 50 years ago, I was ghosted by my boyfriend who I thought was the one I was going to spend the rest of my life with. I never heard from him again. He just left. However, I did find my eventual soulmate. I have several children. I have a fantastic life. I have recently found out where this ex-boyfriend was, and I want to reach out to him to tell him thank you. What? Are you a narcissist? What is wrong with you? Don't reach out. You know what you want to reach out for? You want to reach out for to see if he had a shitty life while you believe you have this great life. I got an idea. Good for you. 50 years ago, you've been married. How old were you? Get over it. Have a drink. Go out with your friends. Enjoy your family. Do not get involved in this man's life to thank him for screwing you over back then so you could have a better life. The insanity. Now listen, once again, find somebody you love. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Find somebody you love. Tell them you love them. Most powerful words in the language, the English language, any language. I love you. Give them a hug. Let them know tomorrow's not guaranteed. Every day, somebody loses somebody important. Deadpool's still going. Maybe that's kind of important. But, just saying, go find somebody you love. Tell them you love them. Cheers, guys. I'll see you next week.